Hello everybody, welcome back for some StarCraft 2 action. We got ForJumy going up against a BabyMarine for the Homestory Cup 24, Group C. And both of these youngsters are battling for a good position in this group. Probably not getting out, although ForJumy did beat Showtime in the first round, so he has an outside shot, I would say. Now, if you are debating whether to watch this series, let me promise you that the last game of this series is a banger, or at least from what I've seen when I watched this tournament live. Small spoiler that I've seen some of these games. Damn, this probe the probe gets an SCV kill. Okay, that starts off the series just nice here. Now, as I was saying, BabyMarine yet to get a win. ForJumy got one win. This is round 3 of, I think, out of 5. So basically, if you want to get a positive score, that is 3 out of 2, or 3 to 2, that's 3 out of 5. Or, yeah, well, you can't go higher anymore if it's BabyMarine. But as ForJumy, you can still go 4 for 1 if you just win all of your games, including this one. Or series. Now, ForJumy going for the super standard, whereas HeroMarine, dude, this name, why do you call yourself Marine when we already have somebody called HeroMarine? Oh, sneaky bro bud here. Look at him go. And the Reaper goes outside of the base, stays relatively close because it's looking for the probe. And the probe comes in for another shot at killing an SCV. ForJumy is here out for blood, or at least this is one of those asshole probes. You see these probes on the ladder every game, but in pro games we only get them every so often. Now this SCV lives with 10 health and actually gets switched off the CC building. You're okay, buddy. You don't have to do anything anymore. Stargate coming out from Yumy here. So let's see if that's an Oracle. Maybe Phoenix for Phoenix Colossus. Could also start with an Oracle or two. You can do anything, really. Now, pretty quick bunker here from BabyMarine. Decently fast factory after CC as well. So interested to see what he's going to do with this. It looks like a Widowmine type of drop. And double Marine started up by BabyMarine as well. Already has one in the bunker. And this Adept is looking for an SCV, but the SCVs are hiding in the bunker as well. Now, the Reaper did get into the main here. And it got one probe kill. Not quite a Clem Reaper, but still. Got all the scouting that it needed. Sees the Stargate. And this Adept actually gets 0 kills. Does attack the Mule. So the Mule has less mining time, which is, you know, a Mule mines way more minerals than an SCV does. So if you have to make the Terran lose mining time on one worker, then the Mule is the best choice, especially in the early game. And we see Robo coming out as well, and there we go, we see a Phoenix, second Phoenix actually. So Yumy going for the Phoenix here, and with this pretty darn quick Robo behind it, I am expecting Yumy to play Phoenix Colossus here. So that composition really thrives once they get to critical mass, which is like 7 Phoenix and 3 Colossus, or 2 Colossus. Is really when you're like, it's hard to attack into it, and then you're really afraid as the Terran to attack into it, because if you lose that fight, the Phoenixes will kill all of your medevacs. You can't pick up and boost away like you can versus Zerg, or sometimes in TVT, or versus a normal Protoss army, basically. Yeah, they might have blink Stalkers and they can blink forward once, but after that, you're getting away scot-free. Oh my god, Phoenix! Gets into the deep red, 18 health left. Phoenixes are surprisingly tanky. We've seen Engineering Bay and more barracks going up behind this. So this is a small pressure attack from BabyMarine. Let's see what he can get done here. He does get onto the third base, and Yumy with a ragtag force of Protoss units, like 3 Phoenix, couple Gateway units, Immortal now coming out, 4th Phoenix underway. And Shield Battery does get targeted down right away. And another Phoenix gets targeted down, so the lifts on the Cyclones get broken immediately. The Phoenix count completely reset. And that might spell doom later on if there's to be a follow-up attack here. And both Cyclones getting so much value here. Immortal making sure that this attack needs to get out of here, though. So, kind of a nice trade for BabyMarine, I feel like. Resetting the Phoenix count, and you see that Yuumi just continues making Phoenix. He wants to go Phoenix Colossus. But the Phoenix count is so low right now. Well, Pylon gets cancelled as well. Warping gets cancelled. The Colossus is delayed. Another Phoenix gets killed. And now the probes are pulled off the line and get targeted down. 4 probes dead already. And this Immortal was anchoring the Protoss in this game, not just this fight. And now 2 Cyclones do get lifted up, and the Terran backs off. He was continuously rallying Marines forward. So aggressive by BabyMarine, this early 2-base rally push. Now just adding on a 3rd base. More barracks coming out, and we see Widow Mines as well. +1 is halfway done. We see Stim and Combat Shields. So basically, as soon as +1 and Stim finish, I think BabyMarine is going to go for it again. Land his 3rd base whilst attacking. And it's up to Yuumi to hold that attack. If he gets caught out of position here, that will be a problem. But he does have the Phoenixes to rain in the sky, stop Widowmine drops just like this one. And he has the Colossi to deal with the ground. If he can warp in any amount of warp or warp gate units to tank for those Colossus, he should be fine. Like, his Colossus count was only delayed slightly. Although continuous Phoenix production is super expensive, and now the Widowmine drop does come in. We see the drop lands in the main base. And we see 1 hit, another, it walks forward, and it's probably going to hit on this Stalker, kills a Stalker, but this is all a distraction for the big one. Here, BabyMarine is sending it. This Liberator was harassing the 3rd base, but now anchors this push at BabyMarine's army in its totalitarian, or yeah, it's just completely overrunning the 3rd base. And, oh my god, you're running into a Liberator Zone with Colossus. Oh, oh my god, no. Oh, Yuumi felt like he needed to go defend this 3rd base. And perhaps he should have taken this 3rd base because he had enough, or he had Phoenixes. But, I mean, it's a tough call after losing all those Phoenixes early and then not catching that Widowmine drop. Like, BabyMarine was sharp and fast. Like, a 1-2 punch punches him into game number 2. And BabyMarine now up 1-0, going into Alcyone on game number 2. Just like he did versus Skillus, this is looking awfully similar. And versus Skillus on the same map, he went for a double-fact Cyclone all-in that looks pretty sharp. But Skillus just crushed. Oh my god, he had Stalkers and a War Prism, and it didn't look like they were playing the same game. They did not look at the same level. Like, Skillus was, holy moly, he played sick. But maybe BabyMarine has a different build up his sleeves for this game. We see the Reaper barracks, like this proxy barracks that is most likely gonna build a Reaper, built near the main base of ForJumy. Now, I see Terran's mining out this mineral, but I feel like they should be mining out their own mineral and then moving across the bottom of the map. Although, they might just really want to go through the Zalnaga, which I guess then this is the best compromise, but then build it here. Because Protosses often go up to here, or up to here, just to check if there's a mineral missing. And not really much further. So I feel like you're doing yourself a disservice not building a couple hexes down. Now we do see this probe sees everything, and what this probe sees, it is not happy with. If you see this on the ladder, the red flag, you know, like something is going up. Oh, or something's going on. We see a Zealot coming out, actually. Is he going to complete this Zealot? Yes, Yuumi completes the Zealot, and is it rallied across the map? It looks to be, yeah, it's rallied across the map there. So usually you keep this Zealot at home to make sure that the Reaper attacks the Zealot and that you don't lose any probes, but ForJumy actually super confident in his own micro here to keep his probes alive. And oh, almost gets a surround on the Reaper because of the grenade explosion. That would be unfortunate. And oh, doesn't even lose a probe. Definitely not a Clem Reaper here. And now the Adept is out. The Zealot is going across the map. We see an SCV being chased by this probe. Awkward. And we see one factory going down and another factory. So there's 2 factories on the map. Yeah. Even the first time I watched this game, I was expecting this build, and he's doing it. BabyMarine is going for that Cyclone all-in once again. He's going to pull the boys, make some Marines, and go, go, go. And honestly, I kind of like it. When you won the first game pretty handily in a macro-ish type fashion. Oh my god, the Zealot gets yoinked into the main base, and the Zealot gets all the scouting in the world. Oh no, I mean, Yumi's not even looking for a second CC. He knows there's no second CC. And maybe Yumi saw the game versus Skillus that BabyMarine played. It is possible, or maybe he just talked to Skillus for a couple seconds. And now we see Yumi just scouting around. Look at this. He's looking for anything that he can find. And this Adept, look at that. He finds an open mineral. Doesn't find the barracks now, but he could have seen it. If the barracks was still there. So I like that he moved it, at least. Oh my god, the Cyclones are coming out. The probe looks for the other minerals. But Yumi's doing a lot of scouting, doing his due diligence, and here come a lot of SCV. Oh my god, he attacked the probe, actually. I didn't see on the minimap if Yumi looked, but he should know, as he is all hands on deck. We see second shield battery coming down, Robo halfway done, and we see Stalkers coming in. We actually have Phoenix once again. So Yumi was planning on more Phoenix Colossus, I guess. Expecting him to do this for the rest of the series, if that's the case. Now we see the Cyclones are coming in. No Marines this time. It's pure Cyclone with SCVs. SCVs actually A-moved. So completely, well, just frontlining for the Cyclones, mining a couple minerals to be cheeky. But the nuclear battery, actually, maybe the moment it activated, BabyMarine should have retreated, but he's trading off really nicely with these Cyclones here. And getting a lot of free shots in on these frontline units when he kites back. But these Cyclones are surprisingly squishy nowadays. Oh my god, the one Cyclone does get targeted down. And another... Oh, this is 3 Phoenix, though, versus only 4 Cyclones. The lifts are going to be disastrous. And the Cyclone count is now very low. Only 3 left, but not a lot of units for Yumi either. The shield batteries are completely empty. 3 Cyclones are slowly rallying in more and more Cyclones. This is 5 Cyclones. And there's Big Daddy Immortal. Hello, I'm back from game 1. Here to save my buddy in need. I'm anchoring his game, not just this fight. And here's the second nuclear battery. Cooldown way too low. Baby Rage. And oh my god, the Cyclones get targeted down by the Stalkers and the Immortal. And Yumi convincingly slaps down this 2-factory Cyclone all-in from 1 base and takes game number 2. And Yumi, by slapping down that Cyclone all-in, gets us into game number 3. Sends out an early probe once again, just like the second game. And the first game, actually. BabyMarine also sending out an SCV scout. And turns around the moment the probe finds him. Okay. Little weird. Now we do see 1 gas, 1 barracks. And expecting to see a CC shortly after this. But maybe he goes for a faster factory. That would be hella aggressive, though. I don't know if I'd like that. Now, Yumi already in position to block an engineering bay block. Which I think he did that game 1 versus Skillus. He didn't do it versus ForJumy. It's a little weird them playing the same maps and then the same matchup. And Nexus does go down for Yumi here. For ForJumy. Haha. See a bunch of minerals here ready to build a CC, but factory goes down in the face of things. He's like, yeah, it's cool if you see this. I don't care. And ForJumy leaves the main base of BabyMarine, because this could be a Reaper, but it's actually Marine instantaneously going for a reactor as well, not wasting any gas on that Reaper, just getting out the fastest. Is he gonna go Widow Mine, or is he gonna make Hellions first? Because the starport takes a while, and Hellions can kind of be like your pseudo Reaper if you don't have a Reaper, because they're still super mobile, they don't cost gas, and they can get across the map, get that scouting for you. Now, BabyMarine did get all the scouting that he needed, or at least he saw everything that there was to see. Probe got into the main base again, and Yuumi saw the factory lift, actually. So he knows exactly what's going on, and builds a Stargate once again. So this is the third Stargate coming out from Yuumi. And BabyMarine here, proxying his starport, being a little cheeky with that, and he's making Hellions. Okay, so maybe he's gonna make more Hellions and then make a Liberator or like a Medevac and ferry them into the main? You can do loads of stuff. And we do see 2 extra Hellions coming out. CC just starting, even though the second Nexus for Yuumi's already done. So, BabyMarine offering up a lot of his economy here for, well, the momentum, the aggression, the initiative. I don't... Like, we're playing BabyMarine's game, but BabyMarine is behind. That's kind of... Like, he's offering up a lot of economy for tech. And immediately lifts off his factory here for a tech lab. And starts double Marine production. Wouldn't be surprised to see a bunker come out. And we see the 4 Hellions here. Might try and get into the main base. We see a Medevac coming out. These Hellions need to get some damage done. They need to bridge a 10 worker differential, and they go into the mineral line. Oracle is here, and Oracles melt Hellions like crazy because they do bonus damage versus light, and Hellions are light units. So only 2 Hellions left, only 3 probes killed. That does not feel good. Ooh. Oracle doesn't have enough energy to keep zapping these Hellions, and now this Medevac is ready to ferry them into the main base. Oracle flies into the main base of BabyMarine and gets a little bit of scouting done, but the Marines are ready to tell them to shoo away. And 2 Hellions are in the main base. We do have a Phoenix here shooting at the Medevac right away. Ooh, 2 probes do go down. 3 probes. So we got... Oh, nice. This Hellion over there just had his driver's license revoked after just receiving it. Because that was... I don't know what that was, but 3 more probes do go down, so... That's the math, ladies and gentlemen. 1 Hellion equals 1.5 probes. Or, no, 0.75 probes for each Hellion. Math on air. Now we see a stasis ward, very cheeky, but it's just going to hit this singular Marine, but you can see it hit on this giant clump, and that saves like 20 seconds for the Protoss player. That's game-winning stasis ward usage. See extra barracks being added on, so it's like 3 barracks. And the tech lab was made for a barrack, so no siege tanks or whatsoever. So we have 1 Medevac, we have Stim halfway done, we have a bunch of Marines and 2 Cyclones, and a 3rd one coming out. So BabyMarine really favoring these continuous attacks. He just likes making a force, moving out, make a force, move out. He's what I would describe as a mid-game focused player. He really likes hitting very sharp timings, getting units as early as his race allows them to get, and utilizing them right away. Oh, I can build a Liberator at 3 minutes something. I don't know, 4 minutes? I'll build it as soon as humanly possible, and it will be sieging your base as soon as possible. That's kind of the type of player he seems to be to me. Now, BabyMarine moving into a potential 3rd base location here of Yuumi, but BabyMarine doesn't find anything, and that's because the 3rd base is in a different location. The princess is in a different castle, and I like this 3rd base a lot because air superiority for Yuumi. takes the triangle base. It's closer by air, so he has the advantage if he takes this base. But he lets BabyMarine get on top of his third base again, but now not with like a million Liberator Widowmine units. It's just Marine Cyclone, and BabyMarine just gets out, kills his shield battery, kills a couple probes, and gets out. Oh, look at that. These 5 Phoenix plus an Oracle are so annoying, and we see once again, oh, the Zealot doing a little dance. We see the Colossus coming out again. We see a Forged Twilight Console follow-up as if it's ZVP. Oh my god, look at the barracks. The barracks explosion. We see 5 barracks and 3rd CC just starting up. Phoenix getting nice damage done here, killing some gas SCVs. If you're putting a lot of pressure on your opponent, killing like 1 or 2 gas SCVs is super cool. Because sometimes you just kind of forget to refill those. And then if you're only on like 3 or 4 gases, it really makes an impact. And then you have less gas than you practiced. That can really throw people off. Now we see gateways being added on for Yumi here. He has Thermal Lance coming up. He is making Colossus. I kind of expect him to go for 3, maybe 4 Colossus and then transition into Disruptor. Because these Colossus are nice until the Terran decides to go 2-port Viking. And then you're kind of like, well, unless I have Storm or a bajillion Viking or Phoenix, I can't really fight against these Vikings. Ooh, 3 Widowmines are coming into the natural of Yumi here. And the Widowmine shoot. 8 probe kills do go down, and he drops another Widowmine here at the 3rd base. Cheeky location, actually. But the lift off, or lift up from that Phoenix. We see nice pylon placement here by Yumi. Another probe here. Might put down another pylon for Zealot run-bys, for example. Now, Yumi is sitting pretty on 3 bases, but if you look at the work account, BabyMarine clawed himself back into a good position. Because Yumi's still waiting for that critical mass where he can defend more than 3 bases. And he feels like he reached that position right now, puts down a 4th base to kind of like capitalize on the advantage that he has right now. Oh my god, look at this observer. It just sees everything. It even sees this drop. Oh my god. If Yumi's watching, that's gonna be destruction. Where? Phoenix! Oh no, he missed it. He missed it. Oh no, the Phoenix would be on top of this baby right now, but the Zealot is going to find it. So the Phoenix will be enlisted to go stop this drop from happening. But oh, this could have been so much better for Yumi, actually. He has the tools. We see this secondary pylon. Like, I love the Yumi's... Oh, he does do a Zealot run-by here. Gets a couple SCV, but I love his vision on the map. We see another Zealot, another Zealot, another Zealot. Like, he knows exactly what's going to happen. Stasis ward on a singular Widowmine. And now we see Ghost actually added on into the mix from here. BabyMarine. God damn it. And he is up in upgrades. We see Disruptors being added on. We already have 2 balls here. But I feel like BabyMarine has bigger balls. Because he's just going to force himself into the 3rd base of a Protoss that has Force Fields, Colossus, Phoenix, and Disruptor balls. Just runs up anyways. And trades off a bunch of his ghosts. Now, please do note that these Phoenix picked up all of the ghosts there. There were no EMPs going down, so Yumi super fast on the fingers there. Really aware. Oh my god, no! BabyMarine, big ball BabyMarine. Just clicking down these 2 Disruptors and leaving Yumi without any balls, or only 1. Kicking him back into his body. And everybody knows that hurts. What happened here? Something died. Probably another Zealot run by. Because if this pylon has been found out, we do see a Dark Shrine coming out. So if this game goes longer, we might see some DT Zealot run-bys, sniping PFs. Like, I think that was very popular maybe a year or 2 ago. Every Protoss was doing that versus Terran, and Terran was whining about it a lot. Which was enjoyable for Zerg players. So only one port Viking so far. Might add on a second starport in the future. We do see +1 air attack coming out, so that's going to really help with these Colossus and Phoenix counts. We do not see a lot of Phoenix anymore. How many? Only 3 Phoenix. So Yuumi, kind of like a fake Colossus Phoenix player here. Not really going ham on the Phoenix. And the nuclear battery saves this one Colossus. But the drop stays at the 4th base whilst the main army runs into the 3rd base, immediately clicking down one of the shield batteries, clicks down the 3rd Nexus, and nope, he gets on out of there. And also the other drop was warded away with this one Colossus, 3 Phoenix Force, probably a couple Warptons as well. And we see another solid run by here on the potential 4th base of BabyMarine, getting this PF down to half health. Doing a lot of damage to this PF. Oh, look at that. Now these Phoenix are gonna hunt this drop. Come on. Show us why Phoenix are good. Never mind. Phoenix dies. Oh my god, he has the tools. This PF is actually awkwardly low. I think everybody would repair this, but if it doesn't get attacked, you shouldn't have to repair it. Now, BabyMarine does repair it. And we see DT blink. We see double disruptor production, actually. Wait, what? Double disruptor and an observer. There's our 3rd. Where's the 3rd one? 3rd robo. 3 robo play. My god. What a late game we find ourselves in. Disruptor ball goes on to the bio army there. Gets a pretty decent hit. Now this 5th base of ForJumy is in peril, and actually Yuumi cancels it himself. I mean, you're so rich, why cancel that? Just let him waste time. Oh, the Vikings, only 5 Vikings in the sky, but not enough Stalkers to actually stop the Vikings from killing the Colossus. Only 1 Colossus left, but we do have a lot of Disruptor balls. Making sure that BabyMarine can't attack. Yuumi 170 supply. Yuumi is such a good position right now. 5th base for BabyMarine underway. We do have a 2nd starport being added on as well. And we also see Liberator range on, I think that's on a fusion core nowadays. Yep. 3-3 underway as well. War Prism does go down to these well-placed turrets. Every Brood War Terran is like, yeah, look at those turrets. That placement, baby. Oh my god. I was like, if these are a move command and they go into the opponent's base, they are so dead. Yuumi, you're maxed, bro. Go. Yuumi, go. Yuumi needs to go right now. He has the advantage. Oh my god, look at this DT squad, though. That's 10 DTs, ready to snipe a PF. We're gonna keep an eye on them. And we see the Disruptor balls moving menacingly. The DTs move out. Oh my god, the BabyMarine sees the shimmer right away. Doesn't even have detection here. BabyMarine playing out of his goddamn mind. And the DTs awkwardly blink away. And now, yes, Yuumi pushes his advantage. Lots of Disruptor balls going into the 3rd base or 4th base of BabyMarine. I think this was the 3rd base. DT's just chilling in the middle. Observer giving decent vision. Look at Yuumi's vision. He sees so much. Whereas BabyMarine kind of scared now. Like, he sees this big army. And now DTs are slicing and dicing. Big attack over here. But in the meanwhile, we also have these DTs sniping away at the PF. It instantly explodes. And we saw a pretty decent fight, but they both disengaged after all the Disruptor balls were thrown out. And, ooh, how many Disruptors went down there? 3 in total, so didn't lose a lot of Disruptor balls there. Maybe lost 1. And look at the supplies. I want Yuumi to keep attacking here. Because the Liberator count is getting pretty high. 5 Liberators now, and how do you deal with that if you're Yuumi? Like, you have money still, but soon you might not have money if you don't take these gases and you get hit by a couple drops you didn't expect. I do like Yuumi going to the other side of the map, making a mothership as well. That could aid him in doing that as well. Oh my god, this army is kind of trickling in, but it's good enough. Disruptor balls not quite hitting the juicy underbelly or the big clumps of bio that he wants, and now it kind of gets stuck on the terrain. Oh my god, the targeting on the disruptor balls from BabyMarine is impeccable, immaculate, amazing. And now big warpin of Charged Zealot needs to salvage this position, but all of the power units of Yuumi had died there. Oh my god, what an awkward attack into this choke that BabyMarine built with the CC, the PF, double Liberator, couple Widow Mines, Stim Marine, 3-3. Like, oh, that was an awful position for Yuumi to attack into. You see it in the supply. And Yuumi has a lot of money, so he can still rebuild. But he's kind of on the back foot now. BabyMarine can just keep chugging along. He's full steam. And like I was alluding to, where is the answer to the Liberators? All we have is a soft answer from Yuumi in the Stalkers. He's kind of like going back a composition into Stalker Colossus with a couple Disruptors and Charged Zealot Warpins to reinforce. That's very strong, but we want a little bit more finesse. Where are the Tempest? Where are the High Templar? Where are Archons? Oh my god, big blink in, but doesn't quite kill the Liberators fast enough, even though there's +3 on these Stalkers and no armor on these Liberators. And even then, it takes them a long time to kill the Liberators. Just think about that for a second. And we do have 4 Disruptors here that can contest this Liberator. Oh my god, another Blunk, immediate EMPs, halving the army's health. And all the Liberators do get killed. Now we do see a recall from Yuumi here onto his mothership. Oh, the mama ship. I love that. The mobility that the mothership gives, it can just chill on this hybrid base, and then Yuumi can pressure bottom, and as soon as he sees BabyMarine committing to top, he just recalls there. And he can also recall back to a Nexus after that. Like, the mobility of Yuumi's army is suddenly off the charts. Attacks a rock for good measure. Now Yuumi maxed again, going in for the attack. Oh my god, there's so many Liberators though. 8 Liberators! We do see a Disruptor Ball going down, but it doesn't hit a big chunk of the army. And now look at Yuumi, he is ahead in supply. He wants to force things. But he doesn't, like, he can't fight into this many libs. He just can't. Throws down more balls, hits a couple bio units, and this is a good position. Oh my god, it actually looks like a better position for BabyMarine all of a sudden because of all these zones onto the army of Yuumi, and oh my god, BabyMarine also losing a lot of units here. Now we do see more DTs onto this PF as well, and the mothership trying to keep alive these last few units. PF, meanwhile, gets sliced and diced down. And we'll look back if it exploded. Colossus still alive. And the PF gets saved. Oh my god, repair. So OP. And Yuumi now falling in supply, but has a lot of bases. If he can rebuild, if he can stop this attack from doing a lot of economical damage, he should be fine. Oh my god, so many ghosts here. 5 ghosts come in. Blanket EMP the entire army of Yuumi. And force him to retreat and abandon his hybrid base. No more gold minerals for you, sir. But also no gold minerals for you, BabyMarine, because DTs are pretty good at killing buildings. Oh my god, look at... These Liberators are such a problem for Yuumi here. And he's relying on just, like, overwhelming the army of BabyMarine with Disruptor, Colossus, Stalker, Charge Slot. But without Archon, Storm, or Tempest, I feel like he can't do that when you're equal supply. And the probes have to evacuate the 5th base. And just like that, Yuumi only has 1 relatively healthy base. And he decides to attack on the other side of the map. If I can't have bases, you can't have bases. And I like that decision a lot. The probes are in a corner. They might get recalled back at some point. Oh, this PF... Is it still gonna live? The Colossus gets targeted down. We see a time warp here. Second Colossus comes in, but the Stalkers are kind of like firing on everything. And these Charge Zealots still trying to kill these SC or this PF. You need to target the SCVs with a couple of them, but it does go down. But meanwhile, we see at the 4th base a giant attack of BabyMarine counterattacking Yuumi. What a slobber knocker of a fight. We see, oh my god, the probes. No, not the probes. they all do die. Fourth base of ForJumy does go down. His last new, now fourth base, it used to be his fifth base, protected by a whole squadron of zealots. And BabyMarine lifted off his main base. Another one of those Terran advantages. So BabyMarine is sitting on about 2 bases, sitting fairly pretty, whereas Yumy is sitting on 1.5 bases. So BabyMarine doing quite fine in the economy, but Yumy has slightly more workers here. It can go either way, boys. Now Disruptor Ball's coming out, but the Marauder concussive shells are so annoying. They slow down these balls, and suddenly you can't save your disruptors anymore. 2 disruptors do go down there, and we see another cloaking field from the mothership here. And slowly but surely, these liberators are sieging forward, encroaching onto your 4th base and this last mining base. Yumy, are you abandoning this base? He's just full stop abandoning both of his mining bases. Not even like DTs or anything. He's just completely out of there. He's like, I can't fight into these liberators, man. I don't have the money. I don't have the supply. I need to make something happen. And he does kill one of the 2 remaining Marine. Oh my god, no! Oh no! He recalls all of his probes onto the base where they were getting killed. He probably wanted to recall them to a different base, but that base wasn't done yet. Or maybe the other base didn't have any more energy. Oh my god. Still, some of the probes do survive, go to a new mining base, and Yumy actually getting a lot of damage done here, killing 1.5 mining bases for BabyMarine, so he's completely stuck on 1 base mining, has it completely saturated, super saturated even. And that is still giving him a decent amount of money, and as soon as this orbital lands, he can drop the Mule Hammer and get back into the swing of things. And it wouldn't surprise me if we see BabyMarine slowly pull ahead here in the economy game, because this base still not done. Only income that Yumy has is long-range income, and another base is being killed here by BabyMarine. Now, one of the orbitals that BabyMarine has actually being targeted down by Stalkers here. Very important. Oh my god, the disruptors. Okay, they don't get caught. The orbital dies. The disruptors are fine. We're fine, guys. Only 1 orbital left in this game. DTs are going to play a big role here. If you just warp in DTs and keep sending them at the army, he needs to have EMPs. Oh my god, 3 disruptors die there. How many disruptors are left? We only have 3 left. 2 are in the main, so only 1 with the army. And now DTs. Yes, DTs. Blink onto the turret. There's no more scans. Easy kill here. But this is such a big army by BabyMarine. Look at the army supply. 130. The last mining base of Yumy. It's not going to do anything. No, just go into the turret. Don't be a pussy. Last base of Yumy does go down to this giant Terran army. And finally, he not pussy. He just jumps onto the turret. Kills... Well, it's not the last mining base, but the second to last mining base. And BabyMarine is such a big army in comparison to Yumy, but it's also a juicy target for any disruptor. And if you don't pay attention, suddenly you can just walk into a disruptor ball and lose all of your army. Now we see a big recall with the mothership as well. Onto the natural, so Yumy didn't want to get surrounded there. And the DTs did do big damage, but didn't end up killing this turret and killing that 4th base. Oh, never mind. The DTs are still here. Oh my god, he lifted his natural as well. What a scrappy game. Yumy is behind in the economy game for sure, but he does have the AoE damage. He has the combat unit in the disruptor. He might be able to do this if he just keeps on being annoying with all of these DTs. Oh my god, these turrets paying dividend here. And he's killing depots, which can be annoying, and then he blinks back, kills engineering base. I mean, that's useless. Everybody knows that he already has 3-3. Just kill, like, the Ghost Academy and the supply depots. But I think both of these players' heart rates are, like, too high right now. Because this is a very tense game to play. And it's not even a supreme late game. It's more of, like, both players are kind of in the end game because they can't replace their army effectively, and they're both not maxed, and it's hard to max out. But BabyMarine definitely in a more advantageous position with these 2 bases. They're mining, and Yuumi just getting his first base back up. So I really want Yuumi to take like another base that is harder to find. I think this base, maybe the hybrid base, but also this base is just fine. You have this cannon there as well. And just try to get up more mining. And these DTs, keep sending the DTs. There's only 1 orbital, but that's so hard to realize. And also, there's 4 ghosts. So those ghosts are going to keep EMPing. Just like that. I think there was maybe an observer there. But like EMP reveals the cloaked units. Ooh, 3rd command star going down for BabyMarine at the 27-minute mark. I said BabyMarine, right? Not HeroMarine. Oh my god, look at the catch. Look at this observer. He sees the drop, and he immediately kills 2 of those medevacs flat. But still, the army supply is crazy in favor of BabyMarine. And now you see these 2 bases really paying dividend here. Whereas the 1 base of Yuumi, not even fully saturated. He doesn't have the probes to fully saturate a singular base. Yuumi is in the dumps right now. I think that's the technical term. And he's still pushing for an advantage here. But this army of BabyMarine is just so much bigger. And as I said before, no answer to these liberators. All you can do is click them when they're not sieged. And here comes the siege, and you need to immediately leave. Liberator... I don't know if you can cancel the Purifying Nova, actually. Can you do that? This DT still trying to get a little bit of value here. Cleaning up all of the units at the natural. Look at all the units in the main base. Making sure that these DTs can't get value. Because these DTs are super important with only 1 orbital in play right now. And no Raven. I think it would be worth it to swap these 2 around. Like get a tech lab onto this starport and make a Raven. But I guess he just wants to have EMP for that, so maybe it's not worth it. Like, Ravens are good, but, you know, you have enough Ghost. There's no way you're losing all of your Ghost. Unless you're really unlucky. And they all get killed by a singular volley of disruptive shots. Damn, 9 killed Liberator here. Does get killed, but look at the supply. Dude, BabyMarine's army supply is 160. Whoa. If I've ever seen a supreme or a super late game army, it's definitely this one. Holy moly. And BabyMarine just has all the advantages, and now he runs in, clicks onto the disruptor balls. It's time for you to leave my game, Yuumi. I will fully surround you and murder your ass. Oh my god, look at the supply. More than 100 supply up. Q to recall into the main with this mothership, but he did it a little too late. If he recalled his full army, I would have believed. That would have been a good move, because you can kill all the units that come out here. You can kill some infrastructure and then recall back to your last mining base. But this is not looking good. Yuumi, 60 supply and dropping. Oh no, on the mothership. And it dies to the Liberators. And the Marauders find the last mining base for Yuumi as well. BabyMarine making a PM at the hybrid base. He's like, no, I'm not taking any risks anymore. These DTs are so annoying. I'm just gonna make 2 turrets there. Yes, Yuumi, he found your last base. You are 47 supply in. BabyMarine. Wow. BabyMarine takes this series 2-1 versus ForJumy. They played a crazy 30-minute game just now. I think they mined from every base. They didn't mine it all out, but they mined from every base. Dude, Liberators delivering freedom once again. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that game. I hope you enjoyed the series. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Cheers. Oh, by the way, Showtime and Skills get out of this group.